Hear the drums of war and the voice of our great leader. This is Imperium Radio, broadcasting the will of Caesar. Here's the latest report from the Mojave. A package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. I've seen the kind of vengeance born out of events like these. Expect big changes to occur in the region. In other news, mining operations in Sloan have halted after a massive pack of Deathclaws have moved into the nearby quarry, completely cutting off the road north. Furthermore, Deconis Dead Sea has distinguished himself yet again after leading a successful assault on the town of Nelson, butchering the profligate cowards in the process. When asked, he had this to say:
I do not question Caesar's will. I do not second guess.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Always, true to Caesar.
Halt! This is Imperium Radio, restricted to Legion personnel only. State your business. Very well, you may proceed. However, be warned. Aggressive acts will earn your place on a cross. Forgive my challenge, you may proceed.
I wish I could hear the profligates weeping over the explosion at McCarran. I felt the earth shake when the evil below the fort was destroyed. We each serve the Legion, in our way.
And who might this be? Careful, profligate. I've put many a wastelander on a cross for much less a transgression. So rare to find a comedian this far from that city of cowards. State your business, profligate. So it seems. What business have you here, amicus? Indeed it is. What you are witnessing is the armor of a Centurion, pieced together with trophies collected from our numerous fallen foes. Each patchwork is a reminder to the enemy of the might of the Legion and the tenacity of our warriors. Do not get the wrong impression, profligate. Our armor may be rudimentary, but our warriors are far superior. All the guns in the world have yet to halt a Legion charge. To harass and demoralize the profligates. Why else? It is by Caesar's will that I run this station. Its dual purpose. Imperium Radio acts as a slap in the face to the profligates, demoralizing their troops via its blatant existence, while simultaneously boosting the morale and battle willingness of our own forces. With our signal active, the Legion fights harder than ever before against the profligates. There will be no surrender, no retreat, no quarter. They will be as a flood washing over the enemy, the likes of which not even Hoover Dam could retain. It's a hard life, full of endless training, battle, and bloodshed, but ultimately rewarding. When you pass through the same lands that were once plagued by kimmed-up husks of human beings, only to see the cities now flourishing, with fresh flowing water, electricity, and bountiful crops, all thanks to Legion justice, you grow to be grateful. Yes, ending the plague of degeneracy has its rewards. Why does your face follow your nose? It should be obvious, shouldn't it? Watch your tongue, wastrel, lest I have it removed. No one speaks ill of the son of Mars in my presence. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that a common degenerate is ignorant of his masters. Mars is the god of war. It was he that cleansed the world to wipe the slate clean. It is he that sent Caesar to form the Legion and bring civility back to the world. It is he that guides us in our campaigns. We follow Caesar as we follow Mars, to victory. When I was just a boy, my tribe was absorbed by the Legion. Back then, we were so set in our ways, content to live off scraps, stealing and pillaging from those just as desperate as ourselves. During that time, the Legion was actively embroiled in a war against a neighboring tribe, the Cyphers. They must have needed more men because it wasn't long before Legion emissaries came to us with an ultimatum: join, or be extinguished. Having seen the brutality of Legion methods already, my tribe surrendered without contest. The cowards. My new life began. I was just young enough to be accepted for Legion training. I thank Mars every day that I wasn't born a year earlier. A short while into my training, the Cyphers managed to sneak a raiding party into our training camp. I guess they thought killing the less experienced of us would hinder the Legion's advance. They were sorely mistaken. Awakening to the chaos, my Legion training had kicked in, or maybe it was just my youthful excitement. Regardless, I jumped on the back of one of the tribals, clinging on for dear life while I tried to choke him unconscious. When my Centurion saw this, he yelled something to the effect of, "A boy fights while men cower." This must have emasculated the recruits, as suddenly the training camp erupted as they rushed to meet the enemy. Needless to say, the raiding party was massacred to the last man. I was rewarded with the name of Cypher in triumph of my bravery against the tribe. A name I carry with pride to this day. Degenerate!
They killed him!
Sakes, my everything hurts.
It is just one moment of many where I brought the fight to the enemy. What else did you want to know? So be it.
The warlord House thought himself beyond Caesar's reach, and now he is dead.
Hear the drums of war and the voice of our great leader. This is Imperium Radio, broadcasting the will of Caesar. This just in. Scouts have recently reported a settlement of mutants in the mountains to the northwest. Orders are to not engage if encountered. In other news, Legion scouts have cited strange machinations skulking around Hidden Valley after dusk. Wastelanders are advised to report any information to your nearest Legion official. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more.
We each serve the Legion in our way. There have been sightings of Rangers in black armor, the best the profligates have to offer.
I keep an eye out for Rangers in black armor. I haven't killed one yet. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special shine an ever-loving light on me.
In other news, the Centurion Silus has willingly given himself up to the profligates in a show of surrender. Caesar has willed that he be stricken from the rank, and to be dealt with under the harshest discretion of any Legion agents that should cross his path. Know that all treasonous actions against your brothers will be punishable by fates worse than death. Stay alert, Legionates. The wasteland is a dangerous place. You never know what kind of degeneracy lurks around every corner. From From within the Mojave wasteland, soon to be under the Legion's dominion, broadcasting the power of Caesar, you're listening to Imperium Radio. Here's the latest report from Arizona. Aurelius of Phoenix has successfully secured Cottonwood Cove, bolstering our presence west of the Colorado. It's only a matter of time before Vegas overflows with the blood of the profligates. This just in. The persistent rumors surrounding Lord Caesar's failing health are exactly that. Rumors. Don't let loose lips land you on a cross, Legionades. Furthermore, Legatus Linnaeus has finished his campaign in the east and is en route to Hoover Dam as we speak. The profligates' days are numbered. More Imperium coming right up. Stay tuned. In other news, rumors of a secret robot army hidden beneath the fort are laughable. Nothing escapes the notice of Lord Caesar. Welcome, all loyal subjects of Caesar, to the voice of the Imperium. You're tuned into Imperium Radio. The profligates at Helios 1 have been entirely wiped out by the fury of Mars himself. Awe, true to Caesar.
Six, check out what I found. It's one of those pre-war magazines on, Damn, I wish I could read.
And now, the report. The prisoners at the correctional facility have successfully repelled an assault from the profligates. I'm not surprised. Even a squad of our children could repel such a meager assault. Stay tuned for more Imperium Radio. This just in. Scouts reported that NCR mercenaries picked a fight with those mutants to the northwest. None survived. More Imperium coming right up. Stay tuned. The townspeople of Good Springs have successfully repelled an assault from the nearby Powdergangers. A people that hardy would be welcome as subjects of the Legion. More Imperium coming right up. Awe. Awe, Amiki, wondrous news. Legion agents were successful in destroying the monorail system to the New Vegas Strip. Without this supply line, the profligates have no hope of reinforcing their positions. Let the Legion wash over them like a tide of blood. More Imperium coming right up. Stay tuned. Join us as we march towards victory under the banner of Caesar. This is Imperium Radio. Here's the latest report from the Mojave. Sources have reported that the Great Khans have finalized their alliance with the Legion for the upcoming battle at Hoover Dam. Smart move on their part. New updates on a developing situation. The profligate Benny has officially been executed by the will of Lord Caesar. May his example dissuade all profligates from defying the will of the Legion. Awe, true to Caesar. From within the Mojave wasteland, soon to be under the Legion's dominion, broadcasting the power of Caesar, you're listening to Imperium Radio. Welcome, all loyal subjects of Caesar, to the voice of the Imperium. This just in. Scouts have reported a mysterious individual spontaneously appearing, then disappearing throughout the region. This individual is highly dangerous and should be turned over to Legion officials, effective immediately. In other news, the profligates at Camp Guardian have gone silent as of late. Travelers through the region make claims of giant monstermen that stalk the camp. All Legion agents are advised caution when operating in the area. This next segment is brought to you by the Officorum ab Famulatus. Why do the work yourself when someone else can do it for you? Until we meet next, Wale, amicus. You're listening to the voice of the Legion on Imperium Radio. Interesting news. Sources report a profligate squad being trained by a third-party agent. Shame that won't help them when they find our machetes at their throats. Stay tuned for more. This just in. Ranger Station Charlie has been eradicated by Legion forces, with one of the Rangers taken alive. Not even the profligate's elite poses a challenge to us. And now, back to Imperium. Reports are flooding in that Mr. House, the ruler of New Vegas, has been killed. This is welcome news, brothers. Without his interference, the profligates will fall to our swords like Brahmin for the slaughter. More Imperium coming right up. Stay tuned.